Welcome to the Salty Chip Podcast, where you're always coming back for more, with your hosts Mackenzie and Isaac.
Okay, welcome to Salt Lake City Recap. So today we are going to do taglines before we recap the episode. So we'll start with Heather Gay. My nest is almost empty and this bird is ready to soar.
That's definitely true with what's aired so far. She
Yes.
is like, cannot wait for her kids to get out of her house.
I know. And I feel for her. Like, that must just be a hard feeling to digest, you know, as a mom.
Tons of mixed emotions. You're like, you are obviously happy you've raised them and they're going out, but then you probably feel guilty for being so happy that they're getting out, or whatever.
Yeah. So the next one is Meredith Marks. While you drop lies, I'm dropping beats. So this is referring to her like coming about DJ career she's trying out.
She is like not party DJ vibes. Like her husband, no, I could see him as a good like party and DJ. Yeah. Her is like, no, not at all.
No, she's very like...
She's the ice queen, dude.
Yeah.
She's like, just looks like pissed off all the time.
Yeah.
Like not expressive or like,
right.
Woo,
yeah.
You know?
Like she doesn't look like she lets loose, you
no,
know?
Very uptight looking.
Yes.
Very uptight looking.
So now we have Bronwyn Newport. If my closet had skeletons, at least they'd be well dressed.
Mm-hmm. That's like pretty good. Like nothing... No, like, plot behind that. Or I guess really no plot behind it.
Maybe she's hiding something this season. I know maybe
I guess the
something...
jewelry thing maybe is the skeleton in the closet or something.
That or something with Todd.
Yeah, we'll see if there's more Todd.
Or maybe
there was kind of
lawsuits.
A lot of Todd stuff last season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if there's going to be even more stuff, that'd be not be good for them.
Yeah. Or maybe there's lawsuits against her that, get brought up since she's saying all these lawsuits against Lisa. You never know how the
yeah, we'll see if there's some more foreshadowing with that will come
turn out. And then Angie, I'm Greek and the rest are just a tragedy.
That's pretty good, little cheeky, you know. Not bad.
Yeah. And it goes along the lines with like her being obsessed with her Greek heritage. Whitney Rose, roses are redheads, violets are blue. Don't come for me or I'll come for you.
That's like spot on for Whitney.
Yeah.
She's always like kind of coming and clapping back at people.
Yeah.
And, she likes a good like
fiery.
fight. Like,
yeah. And she goes toes with people. She's fiery. I know that she did dye her hair red because her daughter has red hair, and I think she was getting bullied about it. That was the reason behind that. And then Mary Cosby, I'm just here to eat, drink, and be merry.
That's good. Yeah. She is, that's definitely good. She's definitely one that like the first few seasons, she was so weird, and with all the church stuff, it was like off-putting weird.
Yeah.
But the longer the show's going on and the more like she's shown with her relationship with her son and all that stuff, like you like her way more than at the beginning, and she's way less weird like that.
Right.
Like, more understandable, I guess, or relatable. Like,
right. I agree. She's like kind of come around a little bit more.
But at the start, it's like, is this like a cult leader or something? What is going on here? Like, this is weird.
Crazy, yeah.
Married to her grandpa. Like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah. And, so this was actually a tagline that Mary read, I believe, maybe 1 or 2 seasons ago. And Andy just loved it so much. So he really wanted to use this one again. Yeah. So he kind of chose that one for her. And he loves Mary.
Yeah. She's definitely that kind of like grows on you.
Yeah. And then last but not least, Lisa Barlow. I don't go low. I go the distance.
And so speaking of Mary growing on you, Lisa's the exact opposite. The more you watch her, the more like insufferable she becomes.
Yeah. I liked her at the beginning, and then things just went downhill.
She just the more she talks about herself and like how she sees her, you're just like, oh, it would be hard to be around you.
Yeah.
Like you are like, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So that is the taglines for this season of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Pretty good ones. We'll see. We'll see how they unfold and how much they're foreshadowing the plot of the season.
Right. So this week's episode started with Angie visiting her father. So her father is 89 years old, and she actually calls him every morning and night.
Yeah, it's nice they have that like super close connection, you know?
Yeah. He said that he grew up and watched the German soldiers burn every home in their village. So it was a very traumatic childhood.
Great. I think he said he was like 7 or something.
Yeah, during the war. And he tried his best to shield his children from all of his memories from the war because it was very traumatic.
The stories of it.
Yeah. And so they were sitting down looking at old family photo albums. And, you know, Angie is like very into her Greek culture and heritage and really wants to like hand down all of her, you know, traditions to her daughter and her daughter's kids and all of that. So it's actually kind of funny. She was in one of the scenes with Heather talking about she was going to get her Greek citizenship.
Yeah, she's been like working towards it and like applying for it.
Yeah. So she went on to say that she told her daughter, and her daughter like could not be more uninterested.
It was like the classic teenager response.
Yeah.
Like, who cares, Mom?
Yeah. And she's like deeply hurt and offended by this. Like, I thought we were going to be best friends. And
over me getting my Greek citizenship. What? It's like one of those things, like in her head, it probably sounds like, oh, she's going to love that. But saying it out loud, it's like, why is like a 15-year-old girl going to care about this at all?
And, you know, I'm sure when she's older and has her own kids, she will be very interested in her Greek culture, just like her mom.
Yeah.
But right now, I want to say, isn't she in high school?
I think so. I think she said she's either like a junior or a sophomore. Or something like that.
So that's not really what they're thinking about at this age,
definitely
you know.
not. And like with how Angie's lifestyle is, a ton of their life is about Angie,
right?
And her show and her hair salons and her Greek citizenship. The daughter's probably like, yeah, we get it, Mom. Like, you're really into yourself.
Yeah. And, you know, when you have one child, there's a lot of pressure on that child for them to be supportive and do well in school and have the friends and be well-rounded. And I can just see her kind of being like, Mom, just shut up about it.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, totally. Like, please don't bring this up around my friends or around people.
Yeah, you know. So, I don't know. It was cute. I liked seeing Angie with her dad. I feel like they have a really nice relationship, especially because she has a lot of like sadness when she talks about her relationship with her mom. Because her mom was an alcoholic, and I'm pretty sure she has like 6 or 7 brothers or sisters. So it was a very big family.
Yeah.
But
lots of siblings.
Yeah. And Angie's dad lives very close. So I'm assuming they have been pretty close her whole life.
Yeah, it definitely seems like she's kind of like the main like caretaker of him and sort of keeping in check of what's going on with him. I'm sure she's helping with all of his like appointments and all that kind of stuff that he has to do in his age or whatever.
Yeah. The next scene, Lisa Barlow is hosting an event with super VIP members.
Just all those little things she does like that. It's like, this is making it cringe.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like she is obsessed.
Like her head is so far up her own ass. It's like insane, dude.
And I totally get why the women are just driven crazy by it because then she goes to list off the famous people that she works with, right? So it's basically her company sets up parties for whoever needs an event. So say Ben Affleck needs an event for, you know, the film festival at South by Southwest. She set up it's not like party, but she didn't meet him and she doesn't know him, but she is appearing to be like that she does.
Well, isn't it not even necessarily like the party for Ben Affleck? It's a viewing party of a movie Ben Affleck is in.
Yes. Yes.
You know, so that is how she frames it is completely opposite of what it is.
Ben Affleck did not call up Lisa Barlow and say, "Hey, girl.
Yeah.
I need your services. Come save us."
Like his premiere
that did not happen.
In Salt Lake City, not like Beverly Hills or Hollywood where like all the movies are made.
Well, so that specific thing was for South by Southwest.
Okay, so that was in Austin then.
Yeah, so it was in Austin, but he has a whole team of people doing all of that for him. He is not personally calling vendors and scheduling.
And South by Southwest in Austin is very much a thing of like when it's going on, every single bar has a South by Southwest thing going on.
Yep.
It's just like everywhere in the city is doing that. It's not like, it's like a decentralized festival in an aspect like that, you know?
So pretty much takes over the whole downtown, all of the shops, all of the parks, all of the restaurants, bars, everywhere is hosting something.
So like way back in a past life, I like DJ'd some things for South by Southwest, like little store venues.
Yeah.
It would be like me framing it as like I DJ'd the same festival that whoever was some huge person who was there that year did. It's like, no, you didn't. You were in some shop playing music for people shopping, you know, like, and it was during South by Southwest.
Right.
But it's not like you were headlining or something, you know?
Right.
But Lisa totally like frames stuff like that when it's like, that is so not what it is.
Right. And from what I understand, Ben Affleck wasn't actually even at that event. It was just for the filming of the movie,
he is in.
like you said.
You know, like
so, like she didn't meet him. She said on Watch What Happens Live, she didn't meet him. She doesn't know them.
And so to like, and
it's so weird to me.
And she's only saying his name to give people the impression she did.
Yes.
That's like what's so gross about it. Because it's like a total manipulation.
Yeah. So remember, that's why she couldn't come to the cast trip, because she had to do something with Blake Lively and Ben Affleck.
She's making it sound,
is what she had to do, and she didn't meet any of them.
She's making it sound like they invited her to her house for a private dinner party.
That's
or
exactly
something,
what she made it sound like. 100%.
It's just such a manipulation.
And so these are some of the names that she dropped: Steve Carell, Jason Schwartzman, Corey Smith, Daniel Radcliffe, Usher, Dexter Darden, Forrest Whitaker, and Shailene Woodley.
And I guarantee you not a single one of those people, if they were like, hey, who's Lisa Barlow? They'd be like, I have no fucking clue who you're talking about.
Right.
It's just crazy. It's so crazy.
It is very interesting. And you notice there are no photos of her with any of these people.
And you know, if she was with those people, she would have been making sure to get photos of it just 100%. To like rub it in people's face. Like, look at me. Look how cool I am.
You know she would post them if she had them.
1000%.
People are saying, oh, well, you know, the famous person probably doesn't want it posted, so she probably doesn't post it. Girl,
oh my God.
She would post them if she had them.
Yeah.
She would.
Like,
100%. Like, no way you can tell me otherwise.
Zero chance, dude. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy talk saying that.
Yeah.
She's doing it she doesn't want people to know, like, all of her famous friends. She really likes to be pretty secretive, actually. No, she's a total opposite of that. Like,
yeah, she showboats a lot.
Totally.
So then she goes on to say that she wants to go to Blue Sky with only Meredith, Heather, Mary, and their new socialite friend, Amy. So they're all going to meet up and go skeet shooting. And then she has invited all of the ladies, like the whole Housewives group, to a lunch afterwards where she has like this surprise.
Yeah.
So in this scene with Bronwyn and Todd, they're sitting at lunch and they're discussing whether or not she should be friends with Lisa Barlow or not. Todd is very like black and white.
Yeah, he's like, I would have stopped being friends with them a year ago.
Yeah,
all of them. Like, you know, we'd never see him again if it was up to me.
Right. And I totally get where he's coming from. You know, Lisa has completely burned that bridge, but also the show is about, you know, making up
Yeah, there's like a lot of that sort of like fighting, making up.
Right.
It's kind of like comes with the territory a bit, you know?
Yeah. Like, does she really want to kind of try to split the cast second season that she's on?
Yeah.
You know? And I know that they already kind of are pretty much against Lisa, but there has to be some type of full circle moment for this franchise to really like last a long time.
Or like whoever's getting... Well, and kind of what this franchise does is whoever's really getting blasted and hated, they kind of just get them off the show.
True,
Like
they did do
Jen
that with
off, Monica off.
Yeah.
You know,
very
like,
true. So I wonder if
like
Lisa will be
next
off.
because like with Monica, I'm pretty sure they all just said like I won't film with her.
Yeah, I think
you know.
that's
So
what
it was sort of
happened.
like, well, we're not gonna have a show unless we can her.
Yeah.
So they kind of like do that. You know?
I know, yeah. So that's very interesting. She also has a conversation at lunch with Meredith where they kind of bond over both having, you know, difficult times with Lisa. And Meredith said, like, hey, I know what you're going through.
Yeah,
you know?
they got the footage to show that her and Lisa have been at major war at times.
Yeah.
And all the cheating in New York with all the people Meredith's
The hot mic moment.
Yeah.
Yes, where Lisa Barlow went off secretly. She didn't know.
I think she was so pissed off she forgot.
Yeah, that she was mic'd and said all these awful, crazy things about Meredith, her marriage, cheating, everything. And, you know, we have seen them come back together. Is it the same? No.
No,
not at all.
And they will still get, because even after that, they kind of came back together. And then Lisa went hard at her again because Meredith was doing something to some kind of fake posting about someone or DMs.
Yeah.
And Lisa was like, Meredith, it's you. We know it's you.
Yeah.
You can say all you want. It's not you. Everyone knows it's you. Like, just shut up, you know, kind of thing.
So they still kind of butt heads, but they can be in a room together, you know?
Yeah. They like know how to make up with each other.
Right.
Kind of like move on a little bit.
Right. So then it kind of switches over to Bronwyn's home life. So her mother lives with her now. She had a brain tumor and had surgery, but has to recover. And on top of that, her dad has Alzheimer's and had to be moved into like a assisted living home.
Like full care.
Yeah. And then on top of that, she moved in her daughter's boyfriend.
Yeah.
So that her daughter will stay close to home and all that stuff. Now, Todd didn't want any of this to happen.
For sure. You know,
Yeah.
he's like, what?
But also, on the other hand,
I think
I'm pretty sure he travels during the week into a different state for work. So she is there
Yeah.
like 75% of the time by herself.
Yeah.
But now she has, you know, her mom and her daughter and the boyfriend there. But, you know, it's like, come on, Todd, you're not really even there that much.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you can understand how he wouldn't want to do it, but it's also like he can't be shocked you're in that position.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it was interesting to see Bronwyn was sitting down with her mom, and you kind of saw that dynamic. She's talked about it before, about how when she got pregnant at 19 with her daughter, that her dad was more supportive and the mom kind of disowned her in a little bit, and their relationship changed forever, she said. And you can kind of see that there is a strain in that relationship.
Like the mom tries to be rude.
Yeah.
Any chance she gets, you can tell. Saying things that are just like, the sole purpose of that was to make her feel bad.
Yeah.
You know,
so Bronwyn was
like,
talking about how far she's come, how hard it was at being a single mom, but so happy that how things had turned out, but it just took her a little bit to get there. And the mom says, like, for quote, "You wouldn't have gotten to where you are without Todd. You needed him and you needed the dime."
Which is such a bitchy thing to say, because the first part of it, you wouldn't have got where you are without your partner, is true for every marriage in existence. That's the whole point of marriage, is you're getting together to build a life together.
Yeah.
Together, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things that's like taking what is true for everyone, but making it negative and trying to make her feel bad about it.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then adding, oh, because of his money or because of this or whatever, you know? And it's like, lady, last time I checked, you're sleeping under Todd's roof as well.
Yeah.
So maybe you should watch your mouth a little bit, you know?
Very true.
Like,
yes. And it's honestly, if you were more supportive parent, I wouldn't have needed Todd as much.
Yeah, no, there's a huge element
know?
of that, of like, whatever failures you're judging me for, you raised me. So
Yeah.
guess what? You had a big part in it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Especially her being pregnant, young girl kind
Yeah.
of stuff. You know, it's like, obviously you were out to freaking lunch when I was a kid. So you're going to sit here and judge me? Like, shut up, lady.
Yeah. She seems pretty cold, and it seems like their relationship pretty much goes this way of Bronwyn trying to have a conversation,
Like she
mom
wants
doing
like
digs,
wants a
know?
cool, like, fun, girly relationship with her
Yeah.
mom, but her mom's just like a
Won't have
grumpy,
it.
like,
Yeah.
and yeah, just any chance she gets to say something bitchy, she will. And then if Bronwyn got upset about it, she'd probably be like, "You're upset all the time." You know, it's like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. Like, don't act like you don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know,
It's so toxic. Like, I do feel for Bronwyn, and I do believe that her mom probably did severely neglect her. If she had that emotional support, being a young single mom, Bronwyn's life would have turned out totally different.
yeah,
You know, like her journey as a young mom.
it's crazy.
You know? But Bronwyn, since she was really close with her dad, she gets emotional about him having Alzheimer's and says that he doesn't even remember her as an adult. He only remembers those times when she thinks her daughter Gwen is Bronwyn, because Gwen is, you know,
kind of getting close to a similar or it probably is the
Yeah.
age Bronwyn was kind of when all this stuff was going on, or maybe a little older. Or
yeah, he thinks of Bronwyn at age 19, and he keeps saying things like she needs to go to college, she needs to graduate. He's very worried, and it breaks her heart that his only memory of her is during the hardest time of their life as a family.
Yeah, which, I mean, any Alzheimer's thing, I think, could just be so brutal for the person who has it, brutal for the people around them. It's like, you know, I can't imagine it. I'm sure it's terrible no matter what it is for anybody who's dealing with that.
Yeah,
You know?
it is. It's so sad to know that, like, for himself, that is the state that he's living in. Like, oh my God, my daughter got pregnant and I'm freaking out and she needs to finish college. Like, that's his last memory of her, especially, you know, because they did have a good relationship, you know, afterwards and everything. It's just really sad. And so then the mother, of course, makes another dig, and she goes, "Well, get used to it because you'll have to do this with Todd."
Yeah, just like, again, like, such a just saying that to be mean.
Yeah.
You know, where if she actually cared about her, you could, you know, like, one, she wouldn't be saying that right now, but she'd be like, you would be talking about that in a completely different way of, like, you know, it's just, you can tell it's almost like she's pissed Bronwyn has the life she has. She's like, you had a baby when you were a teenager. Your life should have been totally fucked. And you're better off than we ever were now.
Yeah.
And she's bitter about that and pissed about that. And is like,
Probably is.
you know, like, and it's just, you can just tell there's like a major resentment against her daughter. And it's like, it's weird. You know?
It is weird. It is weird. I feel for Bronwyn, and she kind of had to laugh it off. Otherwise, I think she would have just started crying.
They probably had that fight a million times over 20 years. She's like, dude, this is talking to a freaking wall.
Yeah.
Like, this woman's never going to change, you know? Like,
I bet that's been their whole relationship since she was a little girl.
Yeah.
It's Bronwyn doing something or not even doing anything at all. And her mom just having dig after dig after dig about it.
Yeah.
So it was hard to see.
It was.
And then in the next scene, Heather is cleaning out a section of her home, and Angie is there. And she is saying that it's going to be her new writing room, and her bedroom is going to be the love den now that she's like an empty nester.
Yeah, and it's cool that she mentions, like, she wrote her first 2 books like from bed, you know, kind of thing. Like, that's the only place she could do it, and it's just kind of like, you know, nice, like, grind set of, like, hey, dude, I'm just gonna write these books wherever I am. If that means it's in the middle of the night from my bed, like, that's what you got to do. You know?
Right. And then basically her and Angie just talk about how Lisa is always telling all of them how her schedule's more important, that
so
she's
cringe.
doing bigger things than they do, that her life is bigger than their life.
Yeah, it shows the clip from the last episode of my life is so different. Like it's like you peasants have no clue what kind of world I live in because you're so beneath me. You know, it's just like, ugh.
And Heather tells her, like, no, our lives are very much the same.
Yeah, it's like, do you hear yourself when you talk? Like, oh my God, it's so insufferable hearing her talk like that. Like,
it is. And
it's like, lady, we're on the same show. We run in the same, like, what? You're acting like you're a queen and we should be so thankful to ever breathe the same air as you. You know? Like,
yeah, she does
like,
literally probably believe that.
No, seriously. She, like, does. That's, like, probably her affirmations.
Yeah.
Everyone is so lucky to share the air I breathe. You know? Like, like, just totally, like, narcissistic, self-centered affirmations.
Right. And, Heather was sticking up for Lisa these first couple episodes.
Yes,
and
that's
has
what was
been
weird.
on her side.
The first two, she was, like, riding for her, immediately ran to tell her at lunch, this is what everyone said about you. And then I think she said that, oh, our lives are so different. She was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay, that is it. Like, I'm officially done. Angie, get over here and let's bitch about Lisa.
Yeah. So now Heather is kind of like second guessing whether or not she wants to go down this road with Lisa and trying to be her friend, because I think she knows how it's going to end, how they all end. No one is close with Lisa. Well, and every friendship gets burned.
That lunch is the perfect example of it. She's trying to be a really good friend to her, running, telling her stuff, and the response is, you're beneath me. Essentially, summed up. It's like, okay, you cannot be friends with this person. Like, you're like, try to do nice things, and like, instead of saying thank you, she wants to remind you that she thinks she's way above you and better than you. You're like, why am I wasting my time with this person?
Yeah.
Like, it's
I
crazy.
totally get that. And everyone thinks that.
Yes.
So,
because she says just that crazy stuff that is like, no normal person would say that right now. Like, this is, you are so full of yourself.
Yeah, she really is. So then we have the luncheon. So Mary, Heather, Lisa, and Meredith, and then Lisa's friend Amy, the socialite, they are all at skeet shooting. And Lisa goes on to say, this is the A team, and then the D team is meeting us after this for the lunch.
Just more, I'm better than everyone.
Yep.
And y'all are only on the A team because I'm here.
Yeah.
If I wasn't here, this would be the D team too.
Yeah. Pretty much. So then it pans over to all the ladies walking into this lunch, and the lunch is set up with these like easels and extra large poster boards with the lawsuits printed out on them, and it has big words in red saying dismissed all over all of them.
And not even just like, if she was kind of sane, it would have just been the lawsuits. But then there's random photos of her and John on some yacht and her photoshopped over the lawsuits, like in poses. It's like, oh my God, you went and had someone make and print all this out. Like, you are a nutcase.
She said it's to show everyone that they do big things.
It's so insane. Like, it's
how
so cringe.
Big their life is.
It's
like, they
so
need
cringe.
to know that they went on a yacht at some point in their life.
If you have to remind everyone your life is big, it's probably tiny.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
It's a picture of her and John at the Jazz game, and she goes, those are our front row seats. And then Bronwyn goes, those are not courtside seats.
Yeah. It was just so weird. Like, you're wondering, how did you possibly think that was a good idea? And you had many points to catch yourself from ordering the prints, getting them in. Like, maybe I shouldn't put these ones up. This is getting weird.
Oh, no, she loved it.
It was so weird.
Yeah, it was really. It's a weird thing to walk into. They all thought that they were going to lunch, and then here we go.
Crazy.
So then Lisa announced, today is all about me, and she wants to clear up any accusations, lies, and misinformation. And then everyone is a little confused because they're like, well, Lisa, we've already read all these lawsuits that you plastered everywhere, So like
what is going on?
And she says that she denied the claims and that they will be dismissed soon. So everyone is like, so they're not dismissed.
She's told, like, some of them got dismissed, but the one that everyone's talking about hasn't been dismissed.
Yes.
But she prints out something that's like, Lisa denies, and then says it's like, prints out a dismissed stamp on it, even though it's not. So she starts to try to conflate her denying the allegations to it being dismissed because the other ones were dismissed.
Yeah.
Which is just, again, just like she does with the name dropping, pure manipulation,
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like, you look insane. Like,
yeah. So this most recent lawsuit is one of her family friends. She borrowed $400,000 from them in the form of like Amex. She got an Amex credit card, yeah, and had a limit of $400,000, and he was, investing in their company. Well, they had about, I think it's 4 years in Utah to file a claim if someone hasn't paid you back. It was a handshake deal. So
yeah, that's what she's thinking. It's going to get dismissed for statute of limitations.
Yeah, because he filed a claim after the 4 years. So she's thinking it's going to be dismissed because I denied all the claims. Not saying that the claims weren't real. The claims are real.
Yeah,
she hasn't paid him back.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good point. Yeah. Like,
she's just denying that she's gonna be paying him back.
Yeah, and that it's gonna get dismissed. But
not
she
because
still
she
did it
paid
and didn't pay them back. She
restitution.
just got lucky that the guy waited too long.
Yeah, yeah.
But in her mind, that's a victory, and she did nothing wrong. It's just like,
Exactly.
oh, you're so psycho.
Exactly. And so a lot of people think that all the other lawsuits are very similar. She just ran out the clock.
Yeah.
She kept, I think, dodging and ditching this guy.
She's like dodging process servers, like all around Salt Lake.
And they have text messages in the lawsuits, her telling this family friend, do not tell John about this loan.
Yeah, which is just major Sketchville.
Really weird.
So sketchy.
So Angie then goes on to list all the rumors that need to be cleared up. So here they are. Another man's credit card in Lisa's wallet. So that's the lawsuit.
Yeah, that's like the Amex card.
But this guy is the guy that's rumored her cheating on John, her husband with. For
the basketball court tickets, right?
I don't know if it's linked to
that guy from that rumor or whatever.
I don't know if it's linked to the basketball.
Because that was a rumor a couple seasons ago that she like blew some guy for courtside tickets or something.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's that same guy or a different guy. That this guy paid Lisa's car off. That they paid for Lisa's remodel for her home.
Yeah. And
Lisa owes him an extra $118,000.
Just crazy.
So those are the rumors going around Salt Lake City.
And so if this guy's doing all this stuff, she must be doing something for him.
I mean,
it's
quite a nice family friend. I don't know anyone who loans out money to that extent.
It's crazy. Crazy.
But I mean, it can happen.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think it can happen and probably did happen, and I think she's probably really cozy with that guy.
So
because if it was above board, John would know all about it.
Very true. That text message wouldn't be in there.
That wouldn't be a thing, you know? So that, I feel like, kind of gives the whole thing away. Like,
well, so then Lisa says that none of those rumors are true. Not one. And she denies the claims, like I said, but none of them are dismissed yet. And she says it's in the process of being dismissed.
Yeah, she's like, it's going to get dismissed.
Yeah, all of the women are like, but it's not. You know, so they're kind of looping back into.
And they're right to be like, well, it's not yet. Because Jen Shaw, literally till the freaking gavel dropped, was like, no, I never did any of this. I'm totally innocent. It's all going to get dismissed.
Yeah.
All of them do that. Even Karen did the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, literally till the last minute.
They did.
Till, like, they're getting handcuffed, taken to jail. They're like, okay, I guess maybe I was lying.
Like, okay, I guess I did it.
Yeah.
But then Lisa claims that her lawyer said it's like a fantastical tale.
Yeah, she
which
kept saying
no
that,
one knows
fanciful tale.
what she's talking about. She keeps mentioning this fantastical tale.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what?
It's just like,
is she
what is this?
going crazy?
Yes.
And
she is.
And then they just kind of go on to saying that Lisa digs up information on people, and that's why they're digging up information on her. It's kind of like that tit for tat.
Yeah.
And then Lisa goes on to name drops Blake Lively and Ben Affleck in the movie premiere situation again.
Like, so dumb. They're like arguing about something else, and she's just like, Ben Affleck, Blake Lively. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
and then she just continues, things are getting really heated at this point. So she just continues to say the lawsuit has no merit. And then Lisa just goes unhinged.
True, these things happen. I did get sued 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll probably get sued in the future. But is there merit to it? No. Can anybody sue for anything? Yes. Do I have money? Yes. Do I love my business? Yes. Am I proud of what I accomplished? Yes. Do I factor my receivables? 100%.
Lisa's just completely unhinged. Now we're talking about factoring. I can't even say she's a train that went off the rails. Like, she's derailed.
she is unhinged.
She is. Like, she's just losing it. She knows all of the women know what's up. Like, she thinks that they are way dumber than she is.
Yes.
So she can say, I denied the claim, it's being dismissed, when it's not dismissed.
Well, and the deny thing is so dumb because it's like the whole reason any lawsuit ever comes to the point of it's an actual lawsuit is because one person is saying something and the other one's denying it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason it is a lawsuit.
Yeah.
So again, it's just like this stating what is, but like using it in some weird way, like to
Yeah.
manipulate, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's just, ugh.
It is. Lisa's just such an interesting
Yeah.
person. Like, she will never just admit fault
It's like
in
the
any way, shape, or form.
Yes.
Ever. I've
yes.
never seen it. It's
No.
weird.
And it definitely seems like the show has gone to her head because it's like she was not like that in the early seasons, you know, but it's like as it did better, it's like she's just gone crazy with it.
Yeah. So then Lisa goes and talks about to Angie, like, Angie, why would you be talking about me behind my back? And then Angie says, you literally talk about everyone.
Yeah.
Whether it's a small little dig about pill popping or being poor or this or that, like, she makes digs at everyone.
For sure.
And their business. And Angie just felt like, well, then it's fair game. We can do it to you.
For sure.
And then Lisa goes on, because in the previous season or previous episode, Angie says that Lisa Barlow is like Jen Shaw with the lawsuits and the fraud. Now, Lisa Barlow is saying, well, Angie, you're like Jen Shaw because the way you wear your hair, the way you do your makeup, the way your eyebrows look, you look like Jen Shaw.
And it's just, that is the ultimate insult in Salt Lake right now, you know?
Yes!
like that's like the worst thing anyone can be called in Salt Lake City is, you're like Jen Shaw.
Yes. And, Jen Shaw is coming out of prison soon. So we will not be seeing her. Andy said he never wants to see her again. So
It's good on him,
she will not
man.
be on Bravo.
Good on him for doing that.
Yeah, 100%. But it's just so funny. And they continue to fight about how long Angie had been going to her brow girl. She's been there for 14 years. And Jen Shaw came about later. And just, she's had this look for so long. And just all
it's
this
like,
stuff.
Angie, they literally own like a massive hair salon business, you know? Like, so it's not like Jen Shaw probably got her shit done at Angie's place, kind of thing. Like, it's like, it's just, it's Possibly. A weird thing. Like, insulting her first. I don't know. It's just weird.
It could, yeah, very much could be Jen Shaw copied Angie.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
oh man. And so then just, you know, in Housewives fashion, everyone is fighting.
sort of melting down.
Yeah.
Nuclear reaction going on.
Yeah.
Nobody gets to eat.
Yeah. And then, you know, Meredith gets brought into it. Whitney says, well, Meredith didn't stick up for you at all. And then Whitney gets brought into it. Lisa Barlow says, well, your business is failing. What are you doing? And Whitney said, well, we had no investors. It was just their money that they put into it.
And she owns it. She's like, it totally failed. It sucked. I'm closing it down. Like, it's terrible, you know? Like, and you think you would, like, if you actually were, like, female empowerment would be, like, helping through this and knowing that that's the risk of doing any business.
Right.
Most businesses that start do fail, you know? So it's not like some terrible, you know, like, it's like, that's a normal thing to happen. You try a business and it fails. Like,
and she is very honest about it, unlike Lisa Barlow.
Yeah.
So then, you know, they kind of get into this screaming match. So check out this clip.
She's scared.
I'm not scared. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you're scared of the truth.
No, I'm not scared of the
That's what
truth.
you
You're
tell
scared of the truth. You've lied about me.
You're lying right now. This is all a cover-up for the truth.
There's no cover-up for the truth. This is a judge saying dismiss.
What is
There's not a
dismiss?
cover-up.
What's
you
dismiss?
unwinding your fake is a cover-up.
You don't know anything you're
liar.
talking about.
You wanna
You are
press
like,
me?
why are you going there right now, Lisa? You're the one
You're
doing
disgusting.
this.
Redneck.
You just,
Disgusting.
redneck?
You're a liar.
Liar.
You lied about
I'm done with
Alibaba.
you.
You lied about
I'm
Alibaba. I
done
got it on my phone, you
I
liar.
don't source from Alibaba. I'm
Good
fighting
luck.
for Wild Rose Beauty. And as a woman,
Good. Okay, that's your
you should
excuse. Okay, so
care.
no one talk about her because she's a.
I didn't
but
pile
you can
on.
denigrate
She
this.
didn't stand
you
up for you.
denigrate this.
Everyone talked about it, and
Oh
I
my
did
God,
not
I just
pile
can't.
on.
I just can't.
I did not pile on.
Liar's lying a
But
little
you-
more.
you-
Here she
don't
goes.
go.
Liar. Throw things in line.
I am paying off all my debts.
a
I'm
liar.
paying my way out
She's
of
a
my
liar.
partnership because I have the money
luck.
to do it.
Good
That's
luck,
the
good
truth.
luck, good
I'm
luck.
not being
Good luck.
accused of owing people money
I'm
because I'm
not
paying for
either.
you.
Bye, bye, bye. Bye. You're a liar.
Women, sit down. The shit out of me, Mary.
Well, one thing about Whitney, man, when she fights, she does love to, like, taunt, like, that whole, like, oh, she's scared. Yeah, you're just scared. You're scared, you know, like, really getting
really
them
does,
worked off,
yeah.
you know.
I mean, that was really intense. And Lisa says again, the judge said they're dismissed.
And,
no,
and
he hasn't.
Yeah, Whitney's like,
she
which
believes-
ones? She wants her to say it.
Yeah.
Those ones are, but this one isn't. You know, like,
Yeah.
it is like, well, be specific. Which ones are dismissed?
Yeah,
You know?
and it just drives me crazy.
Yes, it
She
is.
just-
It does drive you crazy.
Yeah.
You're just like, you know exactly what you're doing. You know what you're saying, but you're
Yeah.
acting like you don't. You
Yeah.
know, like, it's just like, ugh.
Yeah. And I'm sure it is super triggering for Whitney because she is owning it. And then to see Lisa go through stuff with her business and not owning anything,
Yeah.
it's frustrating. But Whitney is like more authentic and Lisa just isn't. So it's
Lisa's
just two
the
different
total
styles.
opposite of authentic.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
Yeah. So
Very
that's our
different.
recap for this week of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.